Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and today's shave is the soap is Declaration Grooming Dayman, and this is the rose gold version, the new version rose gold of the Supply razor, which is their standard single edge razor with one of their blades in it. It's got their black pack. I understand they make a black pack and a white pack. It came with a black pack, so that's what's in here now. And of course, this would take your standard style single edge, so not an artisan style. So yes, I have those razors. You've seen those. The difference is the artisan styles are longer, so it wouldn't fit in this. It'd be sticking out. So this is your standard classic. Goes back to like the Schick from the 60s and 70s. I remember my dad using. So that's the style of blade it takes. But just a new take on that. So we're going to use that today. So let me pause and wash the face, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. You can tell from the wet shirt. Yeah, the face is washed. So, yes, it's just freshly washed with warm water in my Glyce, it's called Glyce glycerin soap. But the brand is called Glyce, and you can tell it's a glycerin soap because it's got that, like, opaque clearness to it. So, yeah, so that's what this time I'm using. And a little tip on that, for your face washing soaps, you've got like a solid bar, like this one's round, but then, of course, I've used this cube from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements a lot over the years. But a little tip, when you put it down on the little base plate that you're putting it on, or dish, wherever you're putting it, turn it into a quarter of a turn. Because if you use it like the same all the time, it's going to wear funny. So if you rotate it a little bit, it wears more evenly. Just a little tip. But before we get started, I wanted to show you, here's our new razor. This is the brand new Supply razor that we're using today. But I wanted to show you this is an old vintage. Got this from an antique shop, an old vintage Schick single edge razor as well. It takes the same blade. So yeah, this one, I don't know how old this is. It's probably at least 60. It's got a gold finish on it. It's pretty. It's in really good shape for finding it in an antique store. Little plastic handle, kind of light. I'm not really a big fan of light razors. Compared to this is a solid metal. This is heavy. This is 10 times the weight of this thing. And you can tell it's a lot more. It's a lot. Maybe not 10. I don't know. I didn't weigh them, but this is significantly heavier than this. Not that this won't do a good job as well, but yes, and I do like the heft. I like that razor with some heft to it. That's my preference. Got all kinds, as you can tell, but this is my preference. So I just wanted you to see that. And sorry, one other thing. This only loads, of course, from that one side. So it loads as you're facing it. It loads on the right side. If it's facing the blades at you, this can load on either side. There's like a little indent, but I won't go into details. We're not talking about that today. We're talking about this. So, and the blade is, of course, is already loaded. I've used it 3 times this week. So it does have more than a normal amount of blade exposure, how far it sticks out, and but not a lot of blade gap, how high it is off the base plate type of thing. So but you can see it. You can see that the gap is there. And I had some initial concerns. Is that going to clog up? I can tell you it did not. With 2 days growth, every time I was using it, well, except for I did 1 day growth, a 2 day growth, and 2 day growth shaves. No issues, 0 issues. So with that, before this starts drying up on my face, and of course the soap, that Dayman whipped up really well in my Captain's Choice copper bowl. And this is my Bobby Malfit, Sawdust Creations, made by Bobby Malfit brush I'd gotten, I think, last summer or what have you. Really enjoy this brush. It's got an AP Shave Co. Sinbad knot in it. Really do enjoy it. Right now, probably it's my favorite brush right now. But I can tell you, I did get another Sawdust Creations brush that's going to be a Christmas present, so I did open it and take a peek at it, and the thing sucker's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Classic Sawdust Creations with the acrylic and the wood. It's very classic hem, and just absolutely gorgeous. And I tell you, in person, that brush is beautiful. But we'll talk about that come Christmas when I get it. But that will be coming. And the Dayman, the scent is kind of simple. It said the way they described the scent was citrus forward with salt and patchouli. That's how they describe the scent. And there's another soap called Nightman that's like not necessarily complimentary, but opposite enough where you can use the aftershave for the vice versa. You can switch the aftershaves for the soaps, and they will complement well, apparently. So I got to try that sample. So if Maggers has got that sample, I'll be looking for that next time I buy samples. I have to try that, but this is nice. The patchouli And with the citrus, really does well. It's balancing well. I really like this scent. So it's not super sickeningly sweet or anything like that, not by a long shot. But it's not real savory either. It's a light sweetness to it, and it's very nice. Scent strength out of the sample is probably about a 3, I would say. I'd say a strong 3. That's what I'm thinking. And of course, I believe that probably when you buy the whole container, it's going to be stronger because they didn't scoop it out of us. Because that's what they did. To fill these little samples, they took it out of a bigger container and put it in this little sample for us so we can try this. So hats off to Maggard's that they take all that extra effort to sell us samples so we can try things, see what we like. I really like that about Maggard's. They're like the only one who really does it to the extent that they do it. Hats off to you, Maggard's. All right, so with that, so there's plenty of soap on there. I'm jabbering and putting the soap on, and there's plenty. There was plenty 30 seconds ago. So, so I'm just splashing around the razor here in the sink in warm water. All right, give it a couple of shakes off. Oh, and in whipping up the lather here, I only had to add water once to it, 2 shakes and squeeze out of the brush, and splashed in water once. And it made a nice volume of lather too, I can tell you. That's when you notice that the angle is steep. You see that I'm trying to go sideways? The angle is steep, but very easy to get used to. Now I'm loading up this on purpose. I'm going, see, that's a lot of soap on there. So I mean, I'm trying to plug the sucker up and I just can't. So I just want to let you, just to see that it doesn't really plug up. There we go. Shake it out. There you go. Beautiful. Not a speck of soap in there. It cleans up real easy. So yeah, any concerns I had are way, that's absolutely non-existent. Now I will tell you, this is a very mild razor. So if you've got skin issues, whatever, and you need a mild razor, this is a mild razor, very mild. This is mild like Mercur 34C. For me, the razor was so mild that I got rid of it, and this is mild like that. So yeah, so it's a little mild for my taste. I might want to try different blades in this. I probably will do that, just to see if I can get a little more aggression out of it. But conversely, because I have aggressive razors, and after you've used an aggressive razor for a week, 4 to 7 days, whatever, and your face is feeling it, it's nice to put in a week's worth of a mild, gentle razor. So yeah, I'm not overly thinking about getting rid of this because I think I've got enough more aggressive razors where this was fitting the slot between some of those. Kind of nice. So yeah. Now, coming up underneath here, it doesn't get up under the nose well. It does not. But of course, it's not alone in that fact. There's a lot of double edges that do not get up under the nose well. But that's okay, because I have no mustache. And coming from the side, it takes care of it. So yeah, it really is a non-issue if you don't have a mustache. When I grow my half mustache, of course, you've seen I use an additional razor to get up tight underneath the nose. So really not an issue. And some of you might be concerned because it's an open cone design. I can tell you that there is no issue. It never felt, not even once, that it was ever going to reach out and bite me at all. It just doesn't. Like some open combs will do that. I have another open comb that is very mild too, and this is very gentle. It's got enough metal in the end pieces too. There's I don't feel like I'm going to get nicked off the side, edge of the blade or anything like that. It's just a well-rounded, mild razor, and it's going after a certain niche. I think that way. And it is completing it very well. So I just want to let you know that, yes, for what it does it well. And I really enjoy that weight. If I was going to be picky, the only thing I say is, yes, it is a smooth razor. So if you got slippery hands, slippery with soap, slippery with hair products like I use every day, then it may be a concern, but of course you could put a little alum on it. But they didn't stop there. They make sleeves that you can put on there, like a rubber or silicone sleeve that you can slide on the thing for grip too that way. I don't want it because I think it detracts from the beauty of that razor, because that razor is very, very beautiful. So I don't plan on doing that. If anything, I would just use a little alum on my fingers because good old alum, cheap and easy to get. And I use it every day. Any day I shave, I use it anyway, so it's out. Am I going to use it right now? No, because I'm not having any problems. There we go, pass two. But I will tell you what, just to show you, I mean, because I'm really not having any problems, the way that cups in, see this side, it does cup in, it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of, my finger kind of ticks there, it just kind of holds there, whatever, or you know, the way I'm holding it, various sides, it's all smooth. I'm trying to hold it by the balance point, which is about there. Let me if I can do that, there we go. Yeah, so it balances there. But I'm having no issues. But just to show you what I'm talking about, if your hand was a little slippery on the razor and it was annoying you, you take your hand, you dip it in the water in the sink, you rub it on the alum, and there you go. Then we put that back, grab that, and yeah, it's grabbing a little bit better even still, but I wasn't having a problem before. So I wasn't going to do it other than just to show you. That's what you would do, and it eliminates your problem for slipperiness on the razor. And you'll see on pass 3, when I talk about this being a gentle razor, what you can get away with a gentle razor that you can't, what I can't do with a more aggressive razor. So you'll see that in a minute. But I'm able to shave half my face with this thing, and it's not clogging up. See, it's not clogging up. I mean, really, I am quite impressed with this razor. More so than I thought I was going to be. And just put it out there. I did not get this for free. I paid for this out of my own money. I ordered it offline online there, and yeah, and it came in the mail like normal order stuff. And so yeah, so there is no kickbacks. There's none of that stuff. It's just I bought this as I bought all my stuff. I've got 0 free items. I'm not a big enough channel for free items. There. Okay, pass 2, super smooth. Easily an everyday driver, easily. But you could still get away with it every other day like I'm doing. Would I go probably more than like 3 days? No, not with that razor. I would not. I think that's asking too much of it. But for what it is, it's phenomenal. Oh, I want just a little more soap. Of course, I got lots, so I'm just going to put that in there. There we go. There we go. Let's just put it on. It was going a little bit too thin. As much soap as I had, I wanted it a little thicker here. Of course, it shows better on camera if the soap's a little thicker and all that too. But if you weren't watching, I probably wouldn't have bothered. There we go. Pardon me. Got a little soap on my nose there. Oh, it's itching. There we go. Sorry, I had to wipe the soap away. Okay, pass 3 against the grain. Whoops. Let me show you one thing. What I'm going to do, which I did last week too. It's like now it's 2 weeks or last time you saw it last week. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to shave it on the nose against the grain, which I just don't do that often. So yeah, that's what I'm going to shave. It's so mild, I can get away with it. So let's go here. And it really is easy. I mean, yes, it's a lot steeper angle, but you just get used to it. You can hear it, you can feel it. You just it just helps you line it up. It is not hard. I had a couple of issues right here when first couple of times using it, just because it's so super thick for me. So yeah. So, but other than that, no, I really didn't. No blade feel, 0 blade feel. But doing this, I can almost hear and feel the whiskers getting sliced off. Because it is such a mild razor too, I have to work a little harder around my scar tissue here. This is scar solid weight all the way across from 2 different accidents in my youth. So yeah. All right, but let's see here. Let's go ahead and do against the grain on the neck. Stretch out the neck. Of course, my thickest area right there. Just go gentle, gentle. weight of the razor, because it's a hefty razor. You don't need more than weight of the razor. You don't. There you go. Now I'll go, let's see here. Let's go ahead and go. Let's do that. Let's do the mustache area. Let's go ahead and do that. Tighten it up. Right there. Yep, there we go. Clean up nice. Oh, one right there. Yeah, done. So against the grain, yeah, got it nice and tight. No worries at all. And it doesn't, like, it's not sensitive now afterwards. Like, even the last razor I used, that aluminum razor I did from Chisel Face, felt a little bit after. It was mild, but I still felt a little bit afterwards. Not horribly, but I did. The mild razors make me brave enough to try that where I'm more apt to hurt myself, but really to feel it afterwards if I use a more aggressive razor. So there is that. So I go smoother up underneath my nose. Yeah, I got myself a little bit there. Didn't feel it, but I got myself. And I have so much soap. I'm going to go ahead and just, for my pickup pass, I'm just going to, there we go, my buffing pass, whatever you want to call it. We'll go ahead and use more soap instead of water. Stretch it out, very light. And a little tip too here. I usually try to go a little head heavy on this section when I'm doing this buffing pass. Just a little. So below balance point is what I'm holding the razor. Just a little bit below. Yeah, if I let go, it would hit down right there. So yeah, just a little bit below. I make it a little top heavy because I am going lighter on the pressure, or lighter on the weight of the razor. Sorry. So if it's more balance point, it would be more even. But here we go. Razor did well. See, no clogging at all. Worked very well. And you saw me load it on. I did a separate video for just loading this because you can see the little notch on that end? It's not on the other side. So it only loads, and there's a notch in the loader that only fits in one way in this too. So they make it really easy so you can't go like backwards or something. They really do make it very easy to load the blade. But I would still be cautious. Yeah, make sure you know which way the sharp edge is facing so it faces out like it's supposed to. Don't want to make that mistake. I'm not sure if it's possible to do that. I didn't try, but I'm not sure if it's possible. Okay, draining that. So let me pause and wash up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Wash the face with a warm washcloth to get out the residual soap that was on there. And now I'm going to turn on the cold water. Get down my towel. There we go. Get that down. And running the cold water. So yes, we need 2 splashes of cold water. And I do like to point this out to you because 2 things you want to do in your shaving routine is, one is wash your face. If you didn't just step out of the shower within 5 minutes, wash your face. And now, I mean, it does more than just clean your face. It prepares your face, prepares the whiskers, all that. And here now, this step is to close the pores. So that's what I'm looking for, is to tighten up the pores on the skin so you don't get clogged up pores with like something like that, where I got a little ingrown right there that happened this week, which doesn't happen often for me. You just don't see it that much. If you watch me on a weekly basis when I'm doing my videos, you just don't see me get to me in a year's time. I don't. I haven't had one in at least 6 months or so, or better. So let me do 2 splashes, be right back. Alrighty, 2 splashes of cold water. And of course, I start on my neck first because that's where all the water is dripping too, so it makes this damp, because it has to be damp to work. Otherwise it like sticks. Okay, a little bit of stinging, gentle stinging underneath the nose there. So that more aggressive pass did Yeah, cause a little bit of stinging, but overall though, but in shaving against the grain underneath the nose in a very sensitive area for me for the mustache area, not bad. Yes, if I use that, if I use that razor again, or when I use that razor again, yeah, I'll do it again because it worked well. And I don't, truthfully, I just don't get to go against the grain underneath my nose because I do have issues with how tender and the skin is there. Oh, I'm tasting a little salt that dripped in my mouth here a little bit. Oh, yeah. How's it taste? Salty. Alrighty. And we're going to finish up here today with some Sterling Alegari. See, this is less than, what, I got about a third left there. So another one of those 2-ounce bottles. It's my last 2-ounce bottle from Sterling. And yes, Christmas is a month away, so I might be looking for them to have a sale on 2-ounce bottles. But I just like this size. It's enough where you can really have it. It'll hang around for a while and you can use it and really see if you like it. But it's not so big that you got to go through a full, 3 to 5 ounce bottle, whatever it is. But yeah, and they do have the stopper in them, so they come out well. It's easy. It doesn't like just pour out, so it's nice. I like this little splasher things in the top of the bottle for aftershaves. I do have a few without it, so you gotta be careful. But this is, I didn't look this up before showing you today, but it's a fresh, pleasant, cologne-ish type scent, but it's fresh, it's nice, and that's why I like the the freshness of it. I just really enjoy that one too. I've been enjoying. I mean, I've had this bottle for a couple of years here, and it's just I got so much stuff. I've been rotating it out, but I'm going to use that till it's empty. It's going on the shelf here. It's going to stay in the bathroom, and I'll probably go through it this week, I've imagined. And you'll see something else next week. But the shave came out very well. For a mild razor, and not my fondness for mild razors, I can tell you this did well. So if you're looking for a mild razor, yeah, the Supply razor is, got a little water on there. I'm gonna wipe that off. And see, it's a matte rose gold, but it does have a sheen to it. So yeah, it is very nice. It's got that heft that I really enjoy in a razor. So yeah, I really do appreciate this razor, and I hope you appreciated me showing it to you today. So with that, go with God.